It is probably the closest Israel will ever come to taking responsibility for last week's airstrike in Syria. Still no official confirmation, but Defense Minister Ehud Barak told a security conference in Munich that when Israel talks about preemptive action against its enemies, it means it. The Syrians say this was the aftermath of the strike, but US officials say the target was a convoy carrying military hardware bound for Lebanon and the militant group Hezbollah. Throughout Syria's civil war, the Israelis have said high-end weapons falling into the hands of Hezbollah is a red line.
I cannot add anything to what you have read in the newspapers about what happened in Syria several days ago, but I keep telling, frankly, that we said, and that's one another proof that when we say something, we mean it. We say that we don't think that it should be allowable to bring advanced weapon systems into Lebanon.
Syria denies any such claims and said Israeli bombs hit a military research centre. Dani Ayalon is the Israeli Deputy Foreign Minister.
Israel has the right for self-defense. We have our obligation to defend our population. Unfortunately, we do see that radicalization in the region is rampant, and what has been coined as the so-called Arab Spring, unfortunately, is becoming an Islamic winter, and much of it is attributed to the Ayatollahs in Tehran.
In Damascus, President Assad held talks with Saeed Jalili, head of Iran's Supreme National Security Council. Assad said Israel, in collaboration with foreign enemy forces, were trying to destabilize Syria.
The airstrike killed 2 people and wounded 5 more. On Sunday, Syrian President Bashar al-Assad met with a representative of one of the regime's last remaining allies, Iran. Saeed Jalili, Iran's National Security Council secretary, reaffirmed Tehran's support in facing Israeli aggression, though this Damascus-based analyst says Israel does not intend to get embroiled in Syria's civil war.
Israel went through with this action because its government wanted to reach a certain goal. It wanted to control any potential threats to its security.
Meanwhile, rebels belonging to the Free Syrian Army are claiming responsibility for the attack. They say the plant was being used to create chemical weapons.